And I will be a guide and one of the facilitators of one of the many courses that will be hosted here at the DNA Arts and Awakening Center. The title of my course is Unraveling and Rebuilding Challenging Long-Held Beliefs. By trade, I am a licensed mental health counselor, and so that is the framework from which I will be teaching the course. And really, I feel weird about calling myself a teacher or calling this a course because it's really about us coming together and engaging together and challenging those beliefs and talking about the process of coming into an awakening together. So I'm really looking forward to that and really excited about this space being here, particularly centrally located in the heart of Fort Wayne. To have a space where people of all different walks of life, all different faith backgrounds, all different nationalities, and just all different walks of life can come here and be safe and be seen and be in community with one another. It's really beautiful and it's so needed, especially in times like we're living through now. We need these safe spaces. So I'm really, really, really excited for Danielle and for Miss Lydia for bringing BIPOC and DNA together to create this really beautiful space.
Thank you. Hi there, I'm Steve Franks. I'm running a program down here called This Is Not Magic. I'm kind of changing myself from being a strategic planner and an entrepreneur coach into being an amateur philosopher. So I've been doing this for a long time on my own, just privately, just kind of thinking about what is our life like, what is existence like, what is being like. It helps me think through what's going on in the world. It helps me think through what I am in the world.
Check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1.
A long time ago, well, not a long time, a short time ago, probably a few months ago, Danielle said, "Hey, I'm going to be doing this new thing. And I don't know why, but you ought to come down and do something down here." And I don't know what it is.
Check 1 2, check 1 2.
Would you come down and do something down here? So it's like, oh, I'll think about that. So what I came up with was this idea of doing this little amateur philosophy in a group setting where we're open to discussion after doing some just personal contemplation.
Yeah.
The idea is that as I hear discussion, I get new ideas and I have a better sense of who I am.
is Teresa Tobias Page. I am the owner of Ivy Fashion, and the way Ivy Fashion name originated is my 3 beautiful children named Ida, Brittany, and Eric, and that's how I came up with Ivy Fashion. I handmade all of my pieces, and they all original pieces. They're one-of-a-kind pieces. However, I will make it for other people, but most pieces are one-of-a-kind pieces. I'm so honored to be a part of this great organization. Danille invited me to be a part of this organization, and I'm so excited about what's going to take place here in Fort Wayne. The atmosphere is amazing, the ambiance is amazing. There's so much laughter and love in the room. So come on by and stop by and give us some support and support Ivy Fashion. You can find me on Facebook, Ivy Fashion, or Kundalini on Facebook as well. Thank you.
That's okay. I'll add this later. Let me ask you, what got you involved in fashion?
Okay.
Yeah.
When I was a little girl, my grandmother and my mother sewed, and I would sit in the sewing room, and when they would drop the fabric on the floor that they didn't need, I would pick it up, and I would make clothing for my dolls. Sometimes I would cut up my own clothing. I would get in trouble. My mother would be looking for something, and I'd be cut it up to make my doll clothing. So as I got older, I kept doing it. Then I went to California to Brooks College Fashion Design School, where I had the opportunity to be one of Tommy Banks' designers on the talk show. And I also did my internship with Lee Simmons out in California. So that's how I came about sewing. It was my mother and my grandmother was my inspiration, and I love it. I also made what I have on it.
So you're a kind of a Fort Wayne fashion legend here.
Yeah, but I was born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri. But now I reside here in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
So you went from one humid place to another?
Yes, I did. Okay. But I love it here. It's real laid back. The people are nice here. So I'm just looking to see where I go here and how far I would grow here in the city of Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Well, welcome to Calhoun and downtown, too.
Downtown Calhoun.
That's right.
Yes, that's where you can find us at.
Take care.
Thank you.
Peace and gratitude. My name is Omowale K2 Olado, and putting a label on who I am is a very difficult thing, and it's something that I really have worked at not doing. But if people ask me what I do, I poet. I'm a poet and I write. And I poet. Poet not as a noun, but poet as a verb. Poetry is an action. It's not a thought. I'm not a thought-based person. I work from intuition and inspiration and allow those movements of the universe to come through me so that I can act like I have some sense in the world. Because when I put thought to the space that I'm in, the first thing I have to look at is the dialectic. What are the opposing forces here? What are the contradictions? And the contradictions living in America are so great that they leave very little room for being human. My primary purpose in life for the last 20 years at least has been to figure out and be able to articulate what does it mean to be human. That's one of the things that I'm going to be exploring here at this honorable facility with Danille Andersen. Teaching, Danille asked me to teach a course, and I kind of stepped back from the word teaching. I'm really looking for relationship and opening up the realms and possibility of relations, because it's in the give and take between human beings that self is explored and exposed. And so that's what I'm going to be working with. Teaching, you know, I mean, people have to put things on paper and all the rest of that. But teaching is not what I do. I've had enough of institutional schooling to know that that doesn't work in the world that I want to be in. So for me, it's simply a give and take. It's a being open and receptive, and it's being vulnerable. It's about talking about who you are, where you're living, and how you're being in the world. And so that's what I do. I'm on a poetry tour right now, 3 days from now. I'll be headed out to the Pacific Northwest to do 6 cities out there, gather people in 6 cities out there, to have conversation, to do some poetry, to engage some people in dialogue, and to find out what does community mean to some people in the Pacific Northwest. From there, I'm back here around the 1st of August, and I think the first class that, I know the first class that I'm going to be doing here will be August 3rd. That's going to be interesting because August is a very interesting month if you're black in America. Back in the early 70s, some activist brothers in California coined the term Black August. So many things in African history have occurred in the month of August. So it's very significant in that way. So much of the vibration that I'll be bringing has to do with resistance and what real resistance is for me. Ancestral memory and how to bring forward the strength and the resilience of the past in the right now, and relationship, how to build relationships and to honor those relationships with real work and not just talk. I'm 80 years old and I'm tired of people talking. I'm real tired of people talking. It's time to do, and doing involves being truly who you are and having the audacity and the courage to just do that and be that. So that's me. Peace.